Hi guys, Mo's here to do some ASMR. I am really sorry, you guys. My first stab at doing ASMR, and I'm late, so I apologize in advance. Um, so I'm going to hang out for a minute and see if anyone's going to be joining me on this little love fest here. So, uh, sorry about being late, you guys. I really am. Gonna try this again. Well, I tried. Sorry I'm late. I'm really sorry I'm late. Um, thanks for hanging in with me. This is a trip because I spent a half an hour trying to get on, and sorry about that. But I'm glad you guys are able to find me and join me. Life is good again. And thanks for being patient with me. This is my very first live stream, so you guys, thank you. So I'm gonna get right down to work, and you guys are invited to my ASMR session. So I'll keep the chat low, but I'll go ahead and start my session. Um, what I wanted to show you guys was what I'm going to be illustrating. I did do uh, a recording, so I wasn't sure whether I was going to make it. So just to err on the safe side, I decided to um, record a session and post it. So, but I think this, yeah, it took me a while, but my girlfriend, Brooke, um, Babbling Brooke, helped me um, get my camera back in working order. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm going to be illustrating for you guys tonight. Um, so we know that my cartoon is about a couple of cows that are escaping from the processing plant. Um, And Veal is a little guy who is trying to find his mom, and Chuck's his big buddy. And so they met at the processing plant, and there was an explosion. So it threw them over the fence. And so Chuck said, I ain't sticking around. So Chuck said, let's go. Veal, his little buddy Veal, poor thing, is in a crate. And so he's trying to find his mom, and Chuck's trying to help Veal find his mom and stay away from the sheriff, who is now chasing them. So if you're following my blog site, you guys, the story's ongoing. It's a series. It's called The Veal and Chuck Show. And so I've been working on it for a few months, and the blog site is it's kind of rough. So I'm going to revamp the whole blog site. I'm going to put in colored pictures, and I'm going to make a comic strip series, and maybe throw some more comic strips in. But anyways, this is the image that I'm going to be drawing for you guys tonight. And what I've been doing lately, because of time limits, I'll go ahead and do this here, guys. Due to time, or saving time, I lightly penciled my board, and I'm hoping you guys can see this. So go ahead and show you. It's just a light penciling, but what I'll do is I'll go over the penciling, and then I'll color, then I'll ink, and then you guys get a chance to listen to my animals, my roosters and my dogs, and the speed demons who live in my neighborhood. I live over by the art district in my neighborhood, guys. So yeah. So thanks again for your patience, you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the folks who are supporting me and encouraging me to keep going. So thank you for that, guys. So what I'm going to do is grab my glasses and make sure that I have all my equipment. So I have my pencil, my you are special, no, you are important, special, important, same thing. And I'm going to be using my dual tip markers, which I love and adore. These things have a really forgiving tip, and you can cover a lot of space and not too much time. And I just got these. I went shopping, and that's one of my most favorite things to do. Number one is shop. Number two, shopping at an art store. It's my favorite thing to do. Got my whiteout. Got my eraser. Got my inks and my graphic. Got my dog. And I got my glasses, which I'm always losing. So, and yes, I can see. I can see. I just have to swish it out of my eyes, and guys, it'll all be good. So hopefully our little friend dog will stop barking. So I'm gonna have Veal, Chuck on this side, and Cece is on this side. So Cece was trying to lure Chuck away from Veal, and she kind of tried to get him towards the cow wagon. So that plan didn't work, and every plan the sheriff comes up with, this doesn't really work. So, thanks you. I don't know who I feel more sorry for, the sheriff or for the cows. I don't know. If you guys, those of you who've ever seen the Andy Griffin Show, it was an old sitcom, and this was done back, I think it was done back in the 60s, and when they were doing TV in black and white. And God love, rest his soul, Barney Fife. He meant well, but he was kind of, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe him. Can you guys see? I hope you guys can see this. I'm using my phone. So last resort, right? Thank goodness for Babbling Brook. She's my saving grace, because if it wasn't for her, you guys would still be waiting to watch the video. So this is Cece, and I will touch her up a little bit. And I don't know who the little puppy dog, I don't know what his name is. He's our neighbor's dog. And he's a sweet puppy. But he's really loud. And this is an ASMR session. So I'm trying to keep the noise level down. But if all goes well, and if I'm able to navigate this live stream, and I'm planning on doing it on the weekends, so that's my plan, guys. So thanks, you guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your patience tonight. And I hope you enjoyed the session. So I figured while I got you here, I may as well tell you a little bit about myself. I'm an art teacher, and I actually, if anyone's familiar with Bob Ross, a very well-known artist who did a lot of painting on PBS, and I grew up on PBS, and he was just a gentle, sweet soul, and he made painting. He was a great painter, and he made painting just look, easy. And he was an animal lover. I imagine he was always bringing animals into his studio. He was a great teacher. Soft-spoken. Boy, if he were alive today, I wouldn't be surprised to see him doing an ASMR session, guys. Of course, I don't know. So when I did my graphic this afternoon, I didn't give Cece a tail. But since this is going to be a duplicate, it is probably going to go in my pic file. in my pig folder on my PC. And I'm hoping to start working on getting my blog site looking a little bit more professional. So by the way, it's my timing it as far as picking an ideal time to do an ASMR. I normally am up at like the wee hour, and I'm serious when I say this, at probably about 3:30 in the morning I get up to do these sessions because most of the animals are sleeping. So, yeah, most of them are. The dog is. Of course, the other day it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. He was barking. I don't know what his name is. But he's a cute puppy. He's really sweet. He's just very loud. And he likes talking. He's a good talker. So, anyway, I teach art here in Nevada, and I've been cartooning my whole entire life. I've done it ever since I was a kid, a little kid, and that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be a cartoonist. I wanted to be in the Sunday comics on the Sunday comic page. Give them both tails. My dad and I, on Sunday mornings, he'd have his coffee and we'd get the Sunday paper out and we'd hang out and read the comics, the funny papers. And that was a darn good time. Now this is back in the 60s. Yes, I'm dating myself. I don't care. It's just a number. So, all right. So these go pretty fast. And as soon as I'm able to read some of your comments, I will. I want to get caught up. I just want to make sure that you guys are enjoying the session. So I have sleeping problems. I lost my husband in 20, right before the pandemic, guys. And it was pretty much on a set schedule. I'd get up in the morning, early in the morning, to do my lesson plans and things like that. So I'm used to getting up early in the morning anyways, so it's kind of like doing it for a while. And so when he passed away, I had a hard time with it. There's a point I'm trying to make, but I can't remember. Yeah, he passed away right in the middle of the pandemic. It was right he passed away in March, and then the kids, I took a week of bereavement off, and then the kids had spring break, and then they shut the country down, and then um, teachers were teaching remotely, and so I'm kind of used to doing this. I mean, I was kind of used to doing Google Meets, so it's kind of almost the same, I'm thinking. Of course, it's kind of different in a way. You guys, thanks again for coming and checking out the video. I appreciate it. Sound effects aside. Anyway, so I get up. I'm used to getting up early in the morning because that's the best. I mean, for me, in my opinion, it's the best time to tape. You know what else? There was a couple of videos. There was a couple of videos that I did. And I was talking about the rooster. We have a lot of animals. We have a lot of animals in my neighborhood. And trying to figure out what to name the rooster. And I'm not sure what the dog's name is, but I'm coming up with a few good ones in my head as they speak. My dad had a Weimaraner, and she was a purebred. And in fact, my family used to raise Weimaraners a long time ago. Way back in the day. But he had this one. She was sweet. Her official name was Penny of Rosecrans. And that was her kennel name. But he called her Stupid. That's what he named her Stupid. Which I didn't think was very nice, but it was kind of funny. Anyways, he's a good puppy, you guys. He's very chatty. Once he's starting to talk, and it's hard to shut him up. He's kind of like my husband, my late husband. He could talk about anything. He could talk your ear off. And he'd talk a lot about nothing. And the man had a gift to gab. And boy, it was a tough pill to swallow when we lost him. I was married to the man we got married in '88, and he passed away in 2020, so we were together for a good long time, guys. That man could talk about anything. And He was a really good salesman. He was a master plumber. And this guy could sell ice cubes to Eskimos, I'm telling you. He was just the kind of person. So, if you guys are following me, anyone who's following me, know that I forget things sometimes when I'm illustrating. It's like tails going in. But you know what? It's all good. I try not to sweat the small stuff, you guys. Life is too short to sweat the small stuff. In fact, this ASMR session, I'm going, my poor audience is like wondering what the heck happened to me. And it's like, I thought, oh, it is what it is. And that's basically what this channel is about, just hanging out and talking and experiencing my neighborhood. See, he settled down, guys. He got tired of barking. I need to fix that tail. Anyways. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm too shy to go next door and knock on the neighbor's door and ask him, hey, what's your rooster's name? Because if he doesn't have a name, I'd like to pick one out for him. I promise I will finish it. I will finish it. I hope you guys can see this. I hope you guys can see what's going on here. Anyways, so my girlfriend said that there would be a lot of people that would ask to be moderator, and I'm not exactly sure how to do that yet because I'm still new and I'm learning. I'm really good at illustrating. It's the technical stuff I struggle with. And I know how to work the design software like Adobe Creative Suite, stuff like that, but I'm really lousy at technical stuff. And I promise I'll be on time next time I go live. I was trying to use my iPad to go live, you guys. So I just have to learn how to work the camera. There's all kinds of functions. And it's like, okay, so they have all these links, and it's like, all these links, and it's like, what? Can't you just click a button and have everything be okay? Have the camera work? Don't ask for much. I'm a remedial learner. You gotta keep it simple for me. Anyway, for those of you who like meditation, I recommend getting a pencil and a pad and just doodling. Seriously. I got up today and I knew I was going to be streaming tonight. I knew I was going to be streaming tonight, guys. And I was off today because for the last almost 2 months now, I get up in the morning, I do my cartooning, which I love doing, and it just makes my day. I don't know. And today I didn't, because I was going to live stream tonight, and I was just having a rough morning, guys. And I thought to myself, you know what? I didn't cartoon. I didn't do my cartooning, and I thought, and I was off. I was just all kinds of grumpy. And I thought to myself, you know what? I thought to myself, I'm gonna cartoon this morning. And the minute I started cartooning, my whole attitude just changed. I felt so much better after just doing a little bit of, quiet time in cartooning and just doing something I love doing. Like I said, I would encourage anyone to even just try it. I mean, for me, it just changed my whole attitude, just picking up the artboard and the pencil and doing my thing. I just loved it. It was all good. It was all good after I started cartooning. So I guess like I said, I would get used to that. Just that quiet time. Just FYI, the dog wasn't barking this morning when I was doing that. Sorry, guys. I don't have a mute button on this. Whoever's following me and keeping up with my videos, I have a lot of animals in my neighborhood. A lot. And they like talking with one another. They do. Like I said, I have a lot of life going on in my neighborhood. It's in a perfect world, I'd have a soundproof studio. Baby steps. Someday. So, anyways, I apologize for the talk, you guys. And you know he's doing it on purpose. He knows he is doing it on purpose. So funny. I'm gonna try to do this next weekend. I'm going to try to do this next weekend. And I'm going to try to pick a time where he's... I should just walk next door to the neighbor's house and say, hey, when is Rover's nap time? That'd make it a lot easier. You can't sweat the small stuff, guys. Because you know he's gonna go to sleep eventually. So, I was thinking of putting together a blooper reel. Yeah, I'm gonna put together a blooper reel. If I've learned anything about taping and doing these sessions, I've learned a lot about editing. And you know, the minute that I end this session, guys, that dog's gonna go take a nap somewhere. So anyway, Neil and Chuck are running away from the sheriff. And the sheriff is kind of like, he's kind of like Barney Fife. He means well. His plans don't really come together, though. All the time. He's come close. Actually, I think he did. I don't know if you're keeping up with the comic strip on the channel, but he was able to catch Veal, and they were able to save Veal. Okay, and there was you cannot make this stuff up. That dog has not made a peep at all today. And I tell you, the minute I start taping, right on cue, guys. See, so I'm almost done with my session. And Rover is ready to take a nap. I wonder what Bob Ross would do in a situation like this. We have cats in my neighborhood too. And these kitties, I don't think they go to sleep. They do, they probably do. But, so, they have a lot of construction work going on in my neighborhood too. So there's a lot of life going on in my neighborhood, guys. Just a whole bunch. But you know, you take the good with the bad. See, I'm almost done with my session. The dog decided to stop barking. So, go ahead and say hi to you guys because I can't really see that close up. So if you guys have like any suggestions that you would throw my way about what's next for the cows. So Alola and Chuck and Veal. Chuck stole the sheriff's truck, and so and then sheriff got a tracker cow, and he put a tracker on the cow to find the cows and to track the cows so the sheriff could find where the cows were. Well, sheriff didn't turn the tracker on, so now he's got 3-4 cows that he needs to find. So, and Veal's trying to find his mom. So, I'm trying to figure out what's next, and I'm thinking that maybe the sheriff, because tracker cow got processed, and so he's Angel Tracker Cow now. So he's kind of, he knows things. He knows things about Veal's mom now, because he got processed. He came back as an angel to help the cows. So he's still in the cartoon or the comic strip. So he knows that Veal's mom is still alive, but missing. So the next part of the comic strip, and I think maybe, I'm thinking about maybe having the sheriff find the mom and having Veal's mom, like holding Veal's mom hostage. Wow. So I don't know. I'm fooling around with the notion that Veal's mom's gonna pop up in the comic strip sooner or later. Sheriff's got a plan. I'm thinking about it. But if anyone has any ideas, and if they are looking at the comic strip on my blog, I'm open for suggestions. So, I'm trying to figure out what's next. The sheriff has Veal's mom and holding her for ransom or hostage, and in hopes that they come back to save mom. Of course, that's not going to happen because it would be the end of the series. I have nothing to do. So you got to keep the series going. So, anyways, that's my session. Anyways, okay. Let me tell you a little bit about the pens I'm using. These I got from Amazon, and I really do enjoy walking into the art supply store and buying stuff, illustration stuff. And doggone it, Amazon, I mean, as far as delivering stuff, they're pretty good at delivering stuff, but I like the idea of walking into the brick and mortar and just handling the stuff, the art supplies and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm an art teacher, and so I teach K through 5, and where our class is learning how to render. So we're learning how to shadow things and do shading and stuff like that. So I've been teaching the kids how the sun hits the object and how you get the shadows and stuff like that. So I've got kindergartners shadowing and shading. That's kind of cool. And this is like my first year teaching art, and boy, that's a different animal. I was teaching first grade for about 9 years, and so that was the grade level that I enjoyed teaching. And then our art teacher retired, and so my principal asked me if I wanted to be the art teacher to take over. And I thought, oh yeah. So, you know, so I get a chance to work with, you know, all the grade levels. And that being said, I've had an opportunity to actually get a chance to know what grade level, if I had the choice to go back teaching just general ed, I think I would teach third grade. Third grade, the kids kind of know what's expected, and there's not a lot of horseplay involved. Fourth and fifth graders, they tend to get chatty. You know, they're little social circles, and so they get chatty. And the kindergartners, they're just happy to draw. That's a fun grade level. I did teach kinder for a while, and pre-K. Got a chance to teach them all. Let's see. Let me read some of these comments, guys, because my vision isn't the best. So let me go ahead and read some of your comments. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get up close and personal. Thanks, Clicko. I appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, I do enjoy art, and my mom was really good at painting. She was an oil painter, and she did some crazy, awesome work. She did nudes. That was her. That was what she enjoyed painting. Oh, she was good. She did a seascape. Boy, this was years ago. This is back in the 60s, and she did this huge oil painting for her boss. And God, it turned out incredible. I just thought, my mom did that, and she sold it to her boss for thousands of dollars. It's like, wow, crazy. So she was gifted. My dad was pretty talented too. So yeah, I liked cartooning. I tell ya, when I hung out with my dad on Sunday mornings, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be another Charles Schulz. I wanted to be another Peanuts cartoonist. Speaking of artist, so speaking of Bob Ross, he is amazing, and I don't know if any one of you are familiar with Bob Ross, but amazing painter, and he lived back in I think he lived in Alaska at one time, and an artist that I worked with, I did caricatures, so I worked at the San Diego Zoo for about 6 years, doing caricatures, and that was fun, because you got to visit with people from all walks of life, and that was awesome. And then my boss at the concession stand he was a caricature artist too, and he worked at Disneyland, but he held a record for 2 years in a row for portraits, so he was a portrait artist as well, so really talented man. But the gentleman that I did caricatures out here in Las Vegas, he actually got a chance to meet Bob Ross, and he told me that just as nice a man off camera than he was on. Boy, I wish I would have had a chance to meet him, he was just like, I don't think Bob Ross ever had a bad day. I really don't. If he did, you would never know, because that was just, I don't know. Boy, he passed from cancer too, I think. But and his son's very talented too. So, and it's so the nice part about Bob Ross is that he was an excellent teacher. All that talent, sharing it with the world and with, artists that enjoyed the kind of work he did. I love that guy. I loved his work. I loved his philosophy on life. I try to aspire to be more like him. I'm not, nobody's perfect. I have my bad days too. But, I try not to let stuff get me down. It takes too much energy. Ask my friend the dog. He's having all kinds of fun. He's a talker. Dog talker. I don't know if I can do anything more. You guys, I want to show you my other picture. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm right here. So I did one this morning. This is the one that I did this morning. And this is the one I did just now. So, because I wasn't really sure if I was going to go live stream this morning. So, almost look the same. Oh, remember how I was telling you I forget stuff? Case in point, I forgot stuff. Guys. A little there. I'm gonna try this again next week, but I don't think I'm going to select this time slot because it's not working out for the dog. I'm telling you. You cannot make this stuff up. I'm literally up at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to film. And I got roosters and I got people speeding through the neighborhood. And I got puppies and construction workers and all kinds of stuff happening. And you know what? It's all good. It's all good, you guys. So what I was thinking about doing, because I have tons of material. I have literally mountains of comic strips that I have collected over the years, and I'm thinking about doing another one, an ASMR session of another comic strip that I did years ago. It's called Fran's Place. So before I became an educator, I was a server. I was a food server for years. I started, my first job was at JB Big Boy, and you know, I I liked the money. It was, I mean, I was a kid. I was like a teenager, and I was a server, and it's like, so making those tips, it's like, yeah, yeah, baby, I like this job. So, yeah, my path took me towards the hospitality and service industry. And so I did that for quite a few years. So, yep, we liked the idea of instant gratification. You know, you get that tip from your guests, and they add up. You know, that's one thing I felt bad about the pandemic and the folks in the service industry, especially here in Vegas. You know, the governor and the mayor. Oh my gosh, you guys! They went around and around. And the mayor, you know, a lot. I mean, Las Vegas is like, you can just imagine how many people are in the entertainment and the hospitality industry, you know, the hotel, casinos, things like that. And they shut the whole city down, and the governor and the mayor just went round and round. He's, you know, was quarantining everybody, and so a lot of people, you know, depend on those tips to survive, and so not such a good thing. So, it felt bad. Felt bad for our service people. Yeah. So, I don't know what point I was supposed to make, I guess. I'm like our friend the dog. I like talking. I like chatting. I get that from my old man. He was amazing. This guy could talk forever about nothing, you know, and he'd go on and on. But he was an amazing plumber. He was a master plumber. And he would talk and talk and talk to the clients. He used to drag me around with him every once in a while to job sites, and there was a reason for it. He wanted me to chit chat with the homeowners or the property owners while he did his thing. So did that for a little while. I was a plumber's apprentice, which is kind of a cool gig. Yeah, that was fun. But he'd talk their ear off, and you know what? Before you know it, the plumbing work was done. He was just like amazing. He had a big cancer. That's something I would never wish on anybody. It's like my mother-in-law, cancer got her, got my old man, a lot of fine folks, you know. It's a terrible disease, but you know what? It's what it is. You can't fight City Hall sometimes, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to do this next week, you guys. Now that I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to see if I can live stream on my iPad. I don't know. There's got to be a trick to it. But I was when this first began tonight, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what to do? So I called my girlfriend. She said, use your phone. It's like, okay. So my phone. Anyways, so you guys, if you have any suggestions about names for the dog or the rooster, or any suggestions about what the cows are doing next, I'm open. I'm open for suggestions or anything that you can think of that would help me keep this YouTube channel going. I'm telling you, I'm having so much fun doing this, you guys. I'm having so much fun doing this, and like I said, it's therapeutic. It is amazing. It just cartooning. Like I said in my other videos, some people meditate in the morning. I cartoon. It's chicken soup for my soul. So I'm glad that the dog isn't bothering you, because I worry about these things, you guys. I'm telling you, I should start blooper reels. I'm serious. I should start blooper reels. Because I don't know. That's my next short, is put together blooper reels. So it is now 8 o'clock Las Vegas time. So I'm gonna call it a day for this little love fest. And hey, thanks again, you guys, for hanging out with me and sticking around. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you like the content, I always appreciate the likes and the shares and the subscribes. I appreciate that. And Brooke, bless her heart. If you know Babbling Brooke, if any of you follow her on her YouTube channel, she's good people, and she's entertaining, and she knows a thing or two about makeup. So you should check her out, you guys, if you get a chance to. So, okay, I'm gonna call it a day, and go ahead and post a schedule on my community page and let you guys know when my next live stream is going to be playing. Yep, I guess that's me done. Thanks a lot, you guys. I hope you have a good night, and love y'all. Peace, you all. And you take care. I hope you all sleep well and have a pleasant night. So we'll see you later, guys. Thanks again for stopping in. Take care.